Let's see. What up, everybody? Good evening, good evening. Hold on one second, just trying to get everything situated. Let's see, copy link, post. Live trading Asia. Cool. Posted. Live for Asia. Cool. How's everybody's trading day? Hopefully it was good. For Asia. Live chat. Yeah, we're still good. Bet. Yeah, let me know how you guys did today. You guys make money, lose money, take no trades. As always, let me know. Thank you. I think we could potentially watch a break below this low. Right? So get below that is this when New York opens? Yeah, on this chart. This is where New York Asia opens, so maybe like a break and retest of this 29319. Break, come back, retest, short, take it back down into yesterday's low at like 100 points lower. So yeah, I mean honestly with New York today, if you guys lost money, there really wasn't any setups. We broke below this 30-minute orb, never came back and tested it, and then it just came back up. Here it gave no confirmation to short it, and then it just continued to go higher. So yeah, and plus we already took out our demand zone. We bounced that in the morning in the pre-market, so it's not like there just wasn't any setups today. But like I said, we are getting close to this 319.5 level. I do want to see if we can break below it with weakness and then potentially come back up and test it as resistance. If we can do that, we're looking for shorts. Made 218 today. Fire. Who else? How'd everybody else do? Let the gram know that we are live. Oh, wait, I already did that. Discord. Okay, let's see. What up? Live for Asia. Members. Cool. Yeah, like I said, traveling this week, I'm not at home base, so I don't have my camera or my computer camera. So, we're just gonna have to work with what we got. Just work with what we got. But it's been super cool teaching. The students are liking it. They're asking questions, they're understanding it, so it's good. You're up 4,500 on your Apex stack. Fire. If you guys could also make sure to hit that like button, it'd be greatly appreciated. Remember, it helps a lot with the algo. Let's see if we can load this real quick. I struggle with overtrading because I'm not satisfied with the profit. I was up 700 today on my 50k eval first day. I tried making 1500 and blew it all. Well, you didn't have to make 1500. You wanted to make 1500, So, I mean, that's just greed at the end of the day. Just greed. Got to be willing to just accept what the market gives you. I mean, 700 is, really good. So, just got to be satisfied with what the market gives you, because as you saw, you know, it's gonna come back and blow up in your face if you try to sit there and force more trades and, you know, make more money. It's gonna happen, you know, 99% of the time if you do that. Bought my first 5 Tradeify with code Brandon Fire. Appreciate you using code Brandon, as always. First 5 accounts on Tradeify. Fire, fire. If you guys are just tapping in, like I said, I'm looking for a break below this 319.5 and then a potential retest for a reject. If we get that, I'm looking to short it. Who you guys got this weekend for the fight? McGregor or Holloway? Who you guys got? I'm going Holloway, personally. Trading into this low right now. Again, we need a 5-minute candle close below. I'll be at the fights. I'm hyped. Very hyped to go. One of those fights like you kind of have to, you know? My boy's fighting on that card too, so wanted to go support him. McGregor needs coke. Alright, still no close below this level. Again, this will be our 30-minute orb for Asia. 30-minute Asia. Let's see if we can get below. I also ordered a Poke Bowl. That's supposed to be here in like 5 minutes. Alright, so we closed above the level. Not valid right now. Gotta wait for a 5-minute candle close below. Poke Bowl is almost here. Pokeball is almost here. Everybody just tapping in. Welcome, welcome. Also, what about that Argentina game? That's crazy. Insane that that happened. Let's see. See if we actually get this 5-minute candle close below. Alright, hold on. My Pokeball just got here. We got 4 minutes till this candle closes. So if we get a 5-minute candle close below this low, I'm going to look for the market to come back up to short it. So we gotta wait for that candle to close. I'm gonna go get this Pokeball real quick and then I'll be right back up. But again, that's the setup I'm watching. So give me like 2 minutes, everybody. Hold on. All right, fam, we back and we are dumping below this level. Cool. Now we just need this 5-minute candle to close. See if price can pop back up. Look for a rejection. That's the ideally what we're looking for. I'll tell you what though. This is probably the last place I would ever live in my life. Like there is nothing to do here. Literally nothing. Alright. See if price can pop back up. Test this level. As always, too, if you guys ever need accounts, Apex, Take Profit Trader, Tradeify, and Lucid, you guys can use code Brandon in all caps. It'll always get you the best possible discount. Again, Apex, Take Profit Trader, Tradeify, and Lucid, you can use code Brandon in all caps. Alright, there's that candle close. Yeah, I'm here till Friday. Alright, this is the level we're watching. Alright, I tried it shorts on this MNQ for this move down. Tried the shorts on MNQ for this move down. Unfortunately, didn't get my entry right at that high, but it's already up about 20 points right here on this move down, everybody. There we go. Nice. I'm going to take a trim on this move down. On this MNQ, everybody, I'm taking a trim. Take a trim on this move down. I hate trading off my phone. Hate it. But gotta have lightning fast fingers. Very nice move down. Let's keep our stop at break even, just in case it pops back up. But it was a very quick, like 25, 30 point move down, depending on your entry. Were you guys able to get it? Yes or no? You guys able to get that trade? Yes, no, maybe. Said the live is lagging. It says it's good right here. I don't see any lag. Is it lagging for you guys? I don't like trading off my phone. I used to, all the time, but I like my computer more. W. Fire. Let's see if we get more out of this. Well, I was saying before I even left, I said we're watching this break in this retest of this 30-minute orb. So you guys knew the setup before we even hit it. Like, you guys knew it 10 minutes before. So everybody should have had that on watch. You guys should have, like, already been, ready to short the market on that move back up. Again, let's keep stop break even, just in case it pops up. Yeah, you might have gotten a better entry than I did, because I entered a little late. You got it like right at that 919 level. You. I'm about to stop out, by the way. Whatever that is, point wise, 919 all the way down to 67. Super close to hitting my break even stop. But I would like to see it move further down. Again, everybody should have had that. Had that on watch. I'm all out, everybody. All out the rest of break even. Very quick, move down. Got our trim on this move down. And then stopped out the rest at break even. There's absolutely potential for it to go lower. Again, depending on your entry, you caught, potentially whatever. Again, if you entered right at 319 all the way down to 66, or if you got in where I did around here, still nice little 30, 35-ish, maybe 25 points if you got in a little late on that move down. But again, this is one of my favorite Asia strategies, is just the basic break and retest of the 30-minute orb. So the risk to reward was there. It made that very quick move down. We got our trim. Maybe you closed the whole position on that move down. I personally just did a trim for about half of my position and then, stop the rest at break even. There's ideally what I would have liked to see is for us to get all the way down into this 210, which would have gave us about like a 90-point trade on that move down. So that would have been like the ideal scenario. But again, we got a little over a 1-to-1 risk to reward on that trade. So still a nice setup. Some of you guys make money on that? Yes, no, maybe. Got to be quick. But again, you guys had that set up for about like 10 minutes before it happened. How many of you guys made money? Anybody? Or am I just hopping on Asia to call out trades that nobody takes? It's like, it's alright. It's alright if you didn't take it. At least you're learning. At least you're learning. Plus 300 on the 3 Tradeify starting. Let's go. Anybody else? Or just JSR? Now we're just ripping up. Yeah, ripping now. But again, that's a setup that I typically trade when I trade Asia. Asia is just that break and retest. Now, if we reverse and we really start to push up 5, 10, 15, 25. Wait, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This would be a 30-minute orb to the upside. We already tried to hold this 30-minute orb, so that one's not valid to the upside. What I would look for now is maybe a break and retest of this 29407 level for a move, higher. Thank you, Steve. Yeah, like I said, I gotta trade in the pre-market in Asia this week just because I'm busy during New York, unfortunately. But honestly, these last couple days, I haven't really missed a whole lot. I think I might go live on Friday for New York just because if you guys didn't see, I'm teaching at the University of Michigan this week, like a class of students on how to trade, and they want to see me trade live. So I think on Friday I'll probably just put my stuff live and then go from there. I'm gonna give them a bunch of Apex accounts so they can trade them and either blow them or pass them. But that's the game plan for Friday, is that. So I might be live. Feel free to ask questions too while we're just chilling. I mean, to trade it, if you're trading futures, you want to trade through Tradeabate. That's where I execute, just because the fees on ThinkorSwim are too expensive. So I execute everything on Tradeabate for futures. If I'm trading options, then I will I'll trade it on ThinkorSwim. What if it retests 322.75? What is 322? I don't have anything at 322, so I wouldn't care. It's not even my college. I lived in Maryland. I've never been to Michigan in my life, and I'll tell you what, Michigan so far, I probably have no reason to come back, but you know, it's a cool opportunity for sure. Does Bookmap? Yeah, Bookmap works for, you know, all sessions. New York, Asia, London, whenever you trade, Bookmap works. Easer. And if you guys haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Like I said, I live trade all the time throughout the week. This week it's a little different just because, again, I am traveling, but you know, next week it's back to normal programming. Let's see, do we have a soccer game tonight or not? FIFA game. Or is it all done today? FIFA games. Yep, all done. They don't play till Thursday. That Argentina game was crazy though. But if you, Steven, if you need Bookmap, hit me up on Instagram because I have 50% off on Bookmap right now if you need it. So again, hit me up on Instagram. I'll send you the link. Get you 50% off. And also, too, if you guys want a chance to win a free Lucid account, get a PF for free. Yeah, I'm in Ann Arbor. I'm assuming PF is Planet Fitness. But if you go on my Instagram, the last video that I just uploaded, if you guys comment on it, I'm picking a couple people to win Lucid accounts. So there's a video, again, of me talking about, you know, teaching at the college. Go on that post. It's my very last post. Comment on it, and you get a chance to win a free Lucid account. I'm going to give you guys like another hour, and then I'm going to pick the winners. All you got to do is comment. Again, let's see if we can trade above this 407. If we can do that, then I'm going to look for a move higher. And we'll see. Sorry, I had to open my Pokey in the other room because that shit was going to be loud. Yeah, this is the last place I would probably ever move, is Ann Arbor. The last places. Okay, let's see. We got 2 minutes until this candle closes. So let's see, one, if it's able to actually hold above the level, but then two, if it does, get a pullback and you know, retest it. Bro, they like soaked this poke bowl in spicy mayo. Like literally soaked. Got 100 of you guys in here tonight. I appreciate you guys keeping me company while I'm literally bored out of my mind in the hotel. So thank you. Anybody got plans this evening, or everybody's just chilling and vibing? Yeah, is that my nickname, Spicy Mayo, because I'm so white? Appreciate the nickname. Of course. Got that close above the level. A little overextended of a move, though, which isn't my favorite. Maybe we can get some more continuation and then a pullback. Yeah, honestly, that pullback into the moving averages could have also been a potential area for longs. I just want to see price get accepted above this previous high. It's got to add about the McGregor fight. I got a really good seat too, so I'm super hyped. Why am I not swing trading? Just nothing this year has met my swing trading setups. Only things on equity, but as far as options, nothing. It's not that I don't want to swing trade, it's just literally my setup's not present. So, just waiting. It's also because, I swing trade a lot of higher time frame squeezes. And like the last couple years, that's when all those setups were, that the squeezes have fired over the last year or 2 years. So like they're not there anymore. I am eyeing up XLRE though, potentially. I'll show you. Hold on. So I am watching this. Things based off a 3-day. I like the squeeze. I like this move up we had. We're holding this 21 EMA. When does this close? 7-3. Today, actually. It closed. So, like, I would bank on this going back up in this 45-65 level. It looks pretty good. So, that's about the only thing I'm watching right now. I've just done long-term equity. Added Penn. I'm up on that a little bit, not a whole lot. I added Boeing based off the yearly. I'm up a little bit on that. Still on my Qualcomm, which took that into new all-time highs. I just added Truist Bank. That's based off of a yearly time frame. Where's my ear? Right here. So you can just see like we're holding this 21 EMA with nice structure. But again, like I'm talking holding this for like 3 to 5 years, you know? So these aren't like short-term trades, but I want to put my money somewhere, you know? But yeah. XLRE looks pretty good. As far as order flow, I only use Bookmap. That's it. I only use Bookmap. Which again, if you guys need it, it's currently 50% off. If you guys hit me up on Instagram, I'll send you guys the link and the discount code for 50% off. Curious if they hold this and they push it higher. We'll see. I hate trying to load Bookmap on my MacBook. It like won't load. Won't let me zoom in. Bruh. Zoom in. There we go. That's what I like. What other questions we got while we're chilling? Yeah, feel free to ask, because literally I have nothing going on. I'm literally just sitting here in a hotel room doing nothing. One for one on the stream already. This Pokeball smacks so low key. Do I take advantage of the hotel room lotion? Absolutely. Gotta make sure my tattoos look good. It might hold and push up JTY. I just think it's a little overextended after this big move up, which is why I didn't want to go long right here. But if you took it, you know you're getting a nice like 30-point move up so far. So it's probably going to make that move up without us. Yeah, I have a bunch of videos on Bookmap. Literally just type in BrandonTrades Bookmap. Pops right up. Bunch of videos. See what gold's doing. Whole lot of nothing. Excellent, Jade, I'm back. Yeah, and I personally didn't take it. But if you guys took the break and retest of this this high point, you know you're getting a nice move up so far. simply just scale out of your position, move your stop loss up, and look to capture a larger move. Again, personally, I didn't take it, but if it met your criteria, we talked about it, by all means, take it. No, I didn't miss it. I just didn't take it. Reason why, it wasn't within my criteria. Wasn't in my criteria. All that talking I do, well, if you don't like me talking, then why are you sitting in the stream listening to me? Leave. Simple as that. If it doesn't meet my criteria, it doesn't meet my setup, I don't take it. I was talking when I took this. I caught that move down. Very quick sniper entry, moved in our favor right away. Very easy to multitask. But again, if it does not meet my criteria, which I said multiple times, I didn't like it because of this big move up. I would have preferred, had it not done this and then retested, I would have taken it. But that's not my criteria. Exactly. There's an X button at the top right. You can click it. But yeah, I'll periodically throughout the week trade Asia. I think I'll probably start going live at this time that I did. I think it was like 7:30 EST is when I went live, so around that time seems to be more people on and it's actually moving compared to when I typically go live, which is over here. It's just funny when people complain about the stream. Like there's literally an X button. You don't have to be here. If you don't like it, click the X. If you like it, you stay. And we'll continue to hit the bangers. Again, if you guys are new, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Live trade every single day for you guys. So, make sure you guys are subscribe. Have that bell notification on, and you'll get notified whenever I go live. What I would potentially be interested in is if we continue to push a little more, and then we pulled back and actually got a retracement. Because again, the reason I didn't like this for longs in this scenario is because it was a pretty big move up. We went from 264 up into, that's like 160 points with no real pullback, right? I like to always play the retracements. Why we took the short here is because it's just very, very slow momentum, right? And then we broke it, then we came up and we retested, and then we caught that move down, right? This was just a very quick, fast, and aggressive move with no real retracement. So if we can push a little more and then get like a real retracement on this move back down, then I'd be interested for longs to take it back up. Jadon is dumb. All right, see if we get this move down. Einstein of Wall Street asked me to do it. It's okay. He's a no profile picture hiding behind keyboard warrior. It's all right. See if we get this move back down into the moving average. Get like a real pullback. Again, I'll give you guys a little more time if you want to go on over to my Instagram and comment on my last video for a chance to win a Lucid account. 30 minutes if you want a chance. See if we can get this pulled back. Again, feel free to ask questions while we're chilling, everyone. Feel free to ask questions. What the heck? Why is this not uploading? You guys take any other trades? Any other trades? Type it up. What's up, SAI? Text my mom back real quick. I don't use fair value gap, so I don't know. Personally, no fair value gaps for me. I mean, it kind of depends on the speed of the reaction. So like we talked about it in the class that I was teaching today. It's like, you know, sometimes I will wait for a candle close, sometimes I won't. Um, you know, just it really depends, you know? Like when we hit it, do we kind of like flirt with the level, right? Which is kind of just going back and forth around the level, or do we hit it and then get a very fast reaction off of it, you know? Because if it's a fast reaction, I'm going to get in before that candle closes because it's showing momentum behind it. But if it's flirting with it, you know, and it's constantly flirting with it, not really showing real momentum off of it, I'll probably just wait for the candle close. So it depends. Appreciate you, SAI. SAI. There we go. "20 seconds till this candle closes." What's up, Mr. Dunn? See if we get a little lower. Not necessarily one-on-ones, but I do have a mentorship group. So if you want to check that out, here's the link right here. Exactly. Always trading for profits. Got 116 of you guys in here again. Make sure to hit that like button. I don't know how many likes there are. Can't see it at all. So yeah, if you guys haven't hit it, make sure to click it. It'd be greatly appreciated. This is the area that we're looking for potential longs. One thing I don't like is that we have retested this already. Hopefully it doesn't go without us. It's a little too big of a risk right now. It might, though. Again, just not a big fan that we've already tested it twice here. So we'll see. Obviously, if you just bought it at 07, then that's a nice move up. By the time it confirmed, I'd say it was probably around like 25. So like, 15 points off that 25 level. Would like to see how we close this candle, as long as it doesn't make that large and aggressive move up. So we'll see. Hopefully not. If we miss a trade, we miss a trade. It's all right. Just hopefully it doesn't pop back up into here. I'd say ideally, what I'm going to watch, we close like somewhere right here, right? And then we pull back and we test this moving average one more time and it starts to get bought up. If that's the case, I would like to take it. As long as we don't trade back up into this high. Trade back up into that high, then, I'm not going to care about it because that would be my price target up here. $37 likes. Got a minute and a half until this candle closes. Well, don't push yet. Again, I would have liked this more if we didn't already test it twice. That's the only thing that I didn't like too much. I'm not opposed to taking longs, right? I would just like to see one more pullback. Again, if you guys took it right off that 07, that's about like 60 points. If you took it around 25, which is when we actually started to pop back up and reclaim that moving average, that's about like 40 points. Again, personally, I'm not in this one. Waiting for this 5-minute candle close and then hopefully a pullback. We already had one winning trade, so I'm going to be pretty selective if I take another. But it's already trying to push up into that high. Yeah, it's going to do it, unfortunately. See if we get a pullback. How long do you keep your trade going and when do you decide to take profits? I mean, as far as taking profits, there's no like right or wrong way to go about it. It's just more so like, are you at least making a 1-to-1 risk to reward, you know? Like if you're risking 30 points, you want to at least be willing to make 30 points. And then from there, you know, you scale out of your position, you move your stop loss up, etc., etc. Come on, come back down for us. Don't continue to push. Again, if we didn't retest previously like we did here, I 100% probably would have taken this. Typically, I like that first retest. Hopefully it doesn't just push. See if gold did anything. Gold actually started to push. All right, let's see. 15. This will be our 30-minute warm on gold. Kind of already, yeah, we broke above that high. Came back and retested it here. So gold made that move up for about 20 points off that level. Back to NQ. Again, the reason I didn't take it over here is because we already had such a big move up. I don't like to, you know, trade retests after we made a big move. Just because I've noticed that it's lower probability. I'd like to see like a real retracement, which would have been this. And again, ideally the first time we're touching it. So, again, unfortunately I didn't capture this. You guys had the level. We did reclaim the moving average. You could have made a scenario or a case on why you took it long. I personally just did not on this. So, we'll see if I get my entry. If not, you know, it is what it is. No, this is all stuffed up again. But yeah, it seems like that 7:30 start time is way better than what we were doing before. I think it's going to. It might. I think it's just going to continue. What would have happened if you entered off that first retest? Well, you would have made money. It's just, again, it was a little, like, it just made a big move up, which is why I wasn't, you know, a fan of that first retest here. Like, you would have caught that move up, yeah. But, again, just trading and experience, you know? Let's see, 1 hour supply. Actually, yeah. Yeah, I would consider this supply. We're actually about to hit it. See what happens. See if there's any rejection at this line or this line. I might consider shorts. Buying strong though. So got to reject at 510 or at 540. Again, if you guys are new, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I live trade every single day. Mainly New York, but I'm busy this week during New York. So going live in the morning and live for Asia this week. Let's see, we got 10 seconds till this candle closes. I doubt that it's going to come back down, but we'll see. Yeah, so want to watch this 540 level next for a potential rejection. Price got accepted above that 510 supply, and we're going to see if we trade up into here. $20 more points. Come on, get up here. Go right here, buddy. Right here. Make Brandon happy. 540 you go. And then we get rejection, and then we take price back down. Make me happy. All right. We're at it right now. And I'm watching potential shorts here, everybody. Do I trade the 250K accounts? No. Typically 50K. So again, we're kind of just like flirting with this level right now. I'll probably wait for this 5-minute candle to close. We got like another minute and like 40 seconds. Unless like we really start to reject. I do see that we have some sellers coming in. I'm gonna try some of these MNQ shorts right here, everybody. Tried some MNQ shorts. If we get above 40, we'll stop out. Ideally, want to see this thing flip red and look for more downside. So, risking about 20 points. I would like to see us get down into like 29,500-ish for our first trim right here. And then ideally, you know, get back down into this previous high. That would be ideal. Again, if we're going to reject anywhere, I see it being here. We're up like a quick little, like 10 points on that move down, but again, need the risk reward to make sense. Nice volume. Every time we pop up into that supply, we start to reject. So, I'd like to see us come back down, get below this low. Price gets accepted above 40, we stop out. I'll literally just give some of my profits back. Gotta start trading Asia more? Maybe. If this trade's a winner, maybe. I'll consider it. Again, this is that possible rejection point if we're going to reject anywhere. You can see that we have orders up here too. Not a whole bunch of buyers on the downside. So, see if we can make this move down. Get above 40, we simply cut it. Again, we were up like a very quick 10 points, but obviously, you know, we want more if we're risking about like 20. If you guys don't feel comfortable, you can take a small loss. I like to always give you guys that option. Or if you want a better entry, it's up here. Starting to get back down into break-even territory if you don't like this. Or if you got that higher ad, you're in profit. But again, break-even territory, if you don't like it, you can get out for either, you know, slightly red or, you know, break-even. You have a buyer at like this 29,507. Again, ideally, I would like to see the price come back down and test this area. But we know our risk. Just risk some from the first trade. Again, trading Asia at this time, way better. It moves way more. So for future streams, we're starting at whenever we started today. What time is it right now? 8:50. I think we went live at like 7:30. Did we come back down? Again, we get above 40, I simply just cut it. And then we look for a different setup. Starting to trade up into that 40. Let's see if we break above it or if we reject off of it again. Really like that reaction. We filled the orders and then they added more into the order book. I actually like that reaction a lot. I'm actually going to add a little more to these shorts right here. I'll just go break even on the day or the evening if this loses. So I added to these shorts on MNQ. Again, if we get above 40, I'll cut it. Reason I added is because when we traded up into that 40, again, that supply, you can see, it's kind of hard to see on this computer, but like, you know, we filled them all and then they added more orders and then it was like, you know, they added a decent amount. And there's still like, you know, not a whole lot of buyers here. Like you can still see that we're stacking at that 40. So I think if price is going to reject, it's in this area. And you know, if we get above 40, I'll accept I'm wrong and be about break even on the evening. Oh, now you're going to pop back up, aren't you? Again, if we hold above this 40, I'm going to cut it. If price gets accepted above 40, I'll cut it. All we're doing right now is just wicking above it, but we haven't held. Starting to come back down. So we close in the next 30 seconds. Kind of flirting with this level now. 15 seconds. Still in this. It's just because we still have sellers here. See if they actually hold it here. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and close this right here, everybody. We're getting accepted above 40, so I'm gonna cut it. I'm out of this trade for now. I'm actually like kind of surprised we didn't try to pull back into that moving average. Like you can see we rejected off of it. We had the volume, we had the order flow confirmation, all that stuff, which is why I liked it. And, you know, just gave back the profits from the first trades. So now, again, that was our potential rejection point right here. So our next one is going to be not until up here. It's a little further away. We could see if price trades up into that, and then we can watch that zone as well. Or, you know, if we get anything else in between. Bro, you better not do me dirty like this. You're gonna do me dirty, aren't you? It's alright though, because that 8 EMA started to, you know, trade up as well, which I didn't like. Or I would start to not like. You know, our 8 EMA was all the way down here previously. So what we could actually look for now is if price pulls back and it hits the 8 EMA, we could look for a potential long. So, you know, we lost about 20 points on that based off of our average. It's okay. The first one went about 35 points. We were up about like, you know, 10 points on this move down from our entry. But obviously, you know, if we are risking 20, it doesn't make sense to risk. Or if we're risking 20, it doesn't make sense to take profits at 10, you know. So let's see if we pull back into this 8 EMA and then potentially look for longs. Bro, if it dumps though, I'm gonna be mad. Yeah, that's right. At least hit the 8 EMA so we can look for longs. Come on. Again, I'll give you guys a little more time if you want to go on my Instagram and comment on my last video. Just go on my page, BrandonTrades, comment on the last video, and somebody's going to win or 2 people are going to win free Lucid accounts. 2 people. Well, we would have been at break even. Now. See if we can hit it. That's so stupid though. Literally got accepted above that level. And it's like, all right, now we'll go down. Because the 8 EMA would give you about like 25 points, which would have been a good trim. That'd be a little over the 1-to-1, what we were risking. Let's see if we have buyers at 500. Well, it'd be like that sometimes. It'd be like that. If there's a full-blown reversal after it trading and being accepted above this level and stopping us, that's going to be insane. Looking to see if they can hold this to go long. This is what we wanted. Literally, this is what we wanted over here. Just wanted to fake us out. What we got? We got 2.5 minutes till this close. Two minutes. Unfortunately, risk management is a thing. All right, I gave these longs a stab. Longs off this 8 EMA. Want to see if we can get this move back up. I'll go red if this doesn't work out, but would like to see if price can get back up into here. And that'll give us about like 40 points. If we can get that move up. Ideally flip this green. I'll go red. If it doesn't work out. About 15 seconds till this candle closes. There we go. Come on. If we can get up into this like 26, I'll look to take a trim. We're up about 10 points right here. There we go. Gonna trim going into this 26, everybody. Let's keep our stop loss at break even. Like 26, 27 area. Let's see if we get more of a move up. Stop losses at break even on this. We're up about 20 points right here. Give us a little bit more. Hopefully I wasn't being a dick for a tick, but I was looking a little closer at 25 points for our next trim. Here. 2 points away. I mean, worst case scenario, you know, we took some of this off and we have a stop at break even. Again, I would like to see if we can get this move higher. I'll look to take one more trim and then, you know, take the rest into high a day. Damn, I wasn't looking at it when it hit that 37. There we go. All right. I'm not going to be a dick for a tick. I'm going to take one more trim right here for about 25 points. Let's see if we can take this higher back into high a day. That'll give us about, like I said, about 40 points if we can get it back up into that high a day. Two nice trades. 2 winners, 1 loss. Again, ideally, you know, we go into high a day. Ideally higher, you know. But we'll see. See if we can get this move higher. Also, as always, if you guys ever need accounts, Apex, Take Profit Trader, Tradeify, and Lucid, you guys can use code Brandon in all caps to always get you the best possible discount. We're up about 30 points right here. Let's see if we can get a little more momentum to the upside, give us about 40 points on this trade. And then, you know, I'll just have a super small running position to take this even higher. There we go. Okay, we're getting back up into this high again. I'm going to leave like a super, super small position to run. But this is essentially my final price target, right? This is my final price target. You guys choose what you're going to do if you want to fully close the position right here, or if you want to look for a larger move to the upside. But this is my ultimate price target. I'm leaving a small position to run. If you want to put your stop in profits, you can. I've already taken a few trims on this move up, and I'm just going to keep the remainder at a break-even stop to see if we can capture a larger move. You guys make money on that? There we go. You guys make money? Yes, no, maybe? You got it. Fire. See if we get more. Again, I am going to keep my stop at break even, and it is entirely up to you where you put yours. Our next like big zone is all the way up here. Anybody else take it? Just 2 people? Twin Salam and Jason? Just you 2? Tatiana, Fire. Who else? How much money you guys make? Type it in the chat. How much money you guys make? How many of you took it? Give me a W. Either or. Say how much you made or give me a W in the chat. 50 points, you're out. Fire. Who else? Holding 1 runner for 600. Fire. You got it. Yes, yes. Took it. 700. Fire. Hell yeah. All right, we held above this previous high day. Let's see if we get more upside out of this. Points. I don't trade in ticks. I trade in points. Hell yeah, everybody. Fire. I guess Asia after 7:30 is the move, huh? Asia after 7:30 is indeed the move. Certified. We had like 120 people in here too at one point. In honors of you typing call. I'm gonna put an eagle in the chat on Instagram. Again, if you guys want that chance to win the Lucid accounts, go on my Instagram, BrandonTrades, and comment on my last video. Yep, Bookmap is a game changer. That supply zone, it worked out, right? Like we were seeing what we want to see for supply. It's just, it invalidated the level by closing above it. Unfortunately, and then, this was like essentially what I was looking for over here was when we hit that supply to take the short, to take it back down into this previous high or even the 8 EMA, right? It wanted to wait a little bit, fake us out. So unfortunately, we had to take the loss there. But then, pulled back, hit the level, and then, this was, again, if we were going to take longs, it was here, So really nice trade. I still got my Pokeball. I forgot about that. Been trading. Forgot I had a Pokeball over here. You guys think a Pokeball would be fine if I put it in the fridge and eat it tomorrow or not? Should I not risk it? I don't think I'm gonna risk it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and close this, everybody, as we're coming back down slightly in profits. We're rejecting, we're just coming back down. So, nice trades. Nice trades. Oh yeah. Oh no. Should I continue to stay live or should I call it? Only thing I'm gonna do is watch TV and play my Nintendo. So, what you guys say? Call it or chill on the live? One more? It might. But we're rejecting and coming back down. You guys want me to be a degenerate, huh? Alright. I'll stay on just because literally I'm not going to be doing anything. I'll stay on for like another 40 minutes. But let me Let me walk down to the lobby real quick and get a normal water because all I have is bubbly water up here. So let me go and get one of those, and then I'll be back up and just answer questions and vibe with you guys because again, I ain't got anything going on. So give me like 2 minutes and I'll be back. Hold on. I'll be back. We are back. All right. Let's see. There's only 57 of you in here. Where'd everybody go? We got everybody back in. I'll pick the winners. I'll give everybody like 10 more minutes. And then I'll do it again tomorrow too. Just because I have more content to post. Feel free to ask questions though, everybody. Feel free to ask questions. The manual lockout, some firms have them, some don't. But yeah, it should just be like at the top right. It should, like, there's literally a button that says manual lockout. 1 second. I put my YouTube away, or my chat away. 1 second. Okay, there we go. What questions? Opinion on tick. I used to use it a lot. If you don't see it, then you probably just don't have it on whatever prop firm you're trading. But as far as tick, I used to use it. It's more so, I'd say, useful only when the market gaps up and down, because then we'll likely go back to, zero. So if you guys don't know what tick is, essentially all it is, if you want to copy the ranges I have, it's literally 600, 800, 1,000, 1,200, 1,400, and then the same on the opposite side. It's essentially like upticks in the market compared to downticks. If it's in the negatives, there's more downticks. If it's more to the upside, then there's a lot of positive stocks going up. If we're constantly hovering around the zero line, then the market's choppy, and honestly today was pretty choppy for NQ. If we pull it up, let me see. Not like later in the day, choppy, but we didn't really get the best setups. So you can use the tick. The amount of traders I know that actually use it is like slim to none, So I think for an average retail trader, it's not super beneficial, which is why I don't, really ever use it. If our setup breaks out but retests more than once, do we enter off the last retest? Typically, I like the first retest. And again, the way that I've been explaining, like test of levels, supply demand, break and retest, everything, is we only react to levels because of unfilled orders, right? So if we break above a level and we retest it, a lot of those retested orders or the orders that were sitting at the retest have already been filled. So then it's like, when we come back down and test it, there's not as many orders as there was the first time, So that's why the more that we touch a level, in my opinion, the weaker it becomes. So, we tested this previous high here as well as here. We made that move away. I count this as one retest. Now, why I call this one retest, yes, technically we hit it twice, but why it's one retest is because we held it and then we moved away. This is the second retest. So after we already move away, that's one, right? That's one retest here. This would be two. Does that make sense? So now if price came back down and it touched it a third time, we already filled a lot of the orders here as well as here. So now it just becomes, way weaker of a level. Does that make sense? Also, keep in your mind tomorrow I'll be live at probably around like 7:15, 7:30 tomorrow in the morning. So if you guys want to tap in, 7:15 a.m., 7:30 a.m. here on this YouTube channel, I'll give you guys a watch list for the day, and if there's any trades in the pre-market, obviously I'll take it. But just sucks that I can't trade New York. Let's see. would you have entered off the candle after the first retest or the retest candle when it was about to finish? The only reason I wouldn't have taken this is because, again, I explained it earlier, just the big move that led into it. Like, it was just a very quick, fast, and aggressive move into it, which makes it lower probability, you know? So that's why, personally, I did not take it here. You guys could have. Like, if it met your criteria and, you know, it matched what you like to look for a trade, by all means, you could have taken that, right? Just the way that I trade, it did make sense for me to take it at this point, you know? So, depends on your system, is what I would say. Again, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Make sure to hit that subscribe. Also, if you guys ever need accounts, Apex, Take Profit Trader, Tradeify, and Lucid, code Brandon, all caps. Well, honestly, when I looked back at New York today, I wouldn't have even taken a trade, to be honest. We had no supply. We hit my demand zone in the morning. Where was it? I think it was my demand zone was up here. Like literally, we hit it to a T right here as a 4-hour demand. Like I'll show you guys. I know my chart looks a little messy, but let's switch to this chart and we'll just do this. Have a good one. Okay. So the demand zone that we had on NQ, like I said, we already traded it or traded through it. It hit at like midnight last night, but big move up. Look, one candle to the left. There's our upper portion of the demand. There's the open of the demand. Break it down to a 5-minute. Obviously, like if you took it here, you know, you caught a little move up, came down, hit that next level right here, like literally perfect reaction off of it. Gave the confirmation. Your stop would be below this low. And you can see a nice pop up from there. So, yeah, we had the demand, broke below it. So as soon as prices accepted on the opposite side of that demand, it's no longer valid. And then, you know, we had a 30-minute orb that we could have potentially watched. It was just we never traded back up into it until, you know, way later in the day. So I wouldn't have traded at all for New York today, personally. I think ES was actually better today, no? That's a 5-minute. That's tonight. Where's my volume? CES. No, ES actually ended up dropping too, but didn't even retest the 30-minute orb. Right? We finally closed below that pre-market low, 30-minute orb here, dropped, and just never came back to retest until, you know, way later in the day, which I wouldn't even have been trading at this point. I was at, I think, almost, or 12:15 New York time, so I'm definitely not trading at that time. Asia actually had like a lot of opportunity today, which I'm surprised. So I think Asia after 7:30 is going to be our move going forward. 7:30 EST. Again, feel free to ask questions while we're chilling, everybody. Let's pick some Lucid winners. Pick some Lucid winners. All right, let's see. Winner number 1 is, my eyes are closed. I'm scrolling up, down, up, down. Winner number 1 is Kane Khalik, which I actually think is one of my mentees. There we go. Winner 1. Number 1. one of Lucid accounts. Oops. Alright, so Kane. Boom. And then, let's see, winner number 2 is... I was going to say, somebody tell me when to stop, but my eyes are closed. Winner number 2 is... Juan Arajo. I think that's how you say it. Hold on. Winner number 2 for Lucid account. Boom. Bit. Yeah, all you guys gotta do in the future is just whenever I post, I'll say it. I'm gonna give away. I'll give away accounts. So got the 2 winners. All you had to do was comment. Bit. Cool. So 2 winners were picked. Again, Juan and Kane. Juan and Kane. You guys want to know what's like super weird about Michigan is the sun doesn't go down until like 10 p.m., which is like really weird. Like in Colorado, it's down at 8 o'clock, 8:30 at the latest, but the sun is still up right now. It's weird. Hold on. Sorry, 9:38. That's crazy. Today flew by. Hey, again, if you guys got questions, feel free to ask. Even in Maryland, I don't think it's set that late in Maryland unless I don't remember. Unless Colorado, I'm so brainwashed by it already. Is it like that everywhere? Is it set at like 10 o'clock? Or am I tripping? Coming back down, finally testing that VWAP for the first time. 50% retracement in that area. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. What's the longest you should wait for an orb and retest? I mean, typically, again, I trade New York. So, like, if it doesn't happen within my first hour and a half, 2 hours of trading, I typically won't touch it after that. No. Bookmap is its own platform, and you have to pay for it. You guys took that VWAP bounce, it's up like 30 points right there. Again, another potential area, but I've already traded, 3 times. I'm not trading 4 times in Asia. That would feel a little excessive. But about like 50 points off of that, 45, 50 points off of that. Bookmap is running 50% off right now, though. So if you want to get it, hit me up on Instagram. I'll send you my link to get 50% off. It's the cheapest it'll ever be. They run probably like 2, 3 discounts a year. So one for 4th of July, and then I don't think the next one's probably until Cyber Monday, whatever that is. When I say 30 points, is that ticks or true points? Points. I don't trade at ticks. Real true points. Might just be a quick pop off that VWAP and then, come back down. Again, if you guys ever need accounts, Apex, Take Profit Trader, Tradeify, and Lucid. Obviously, the goal of these live streams is to help you guys pass your accounts, get you guys payouts, all that fun stuff. All you guys got to do is join the live stream and, vibe with me. That's it. Vibe with me, take my trades, ask questions. It's free 99 to join. Free 99. Just had Family Guy on in the background this whole time. When is July 12th? What day is that? Sunday. What questions y'all got? I'll tell you what, streaming makes the time go by way faster, just instead of sitting in the hotel. So I appreciate you guys joining and keeping me company while I'm nice and lonely. What questions y'all got? There's 72 of you in here. You mean to tell me none of you got questions? Everybody in here is a profitable trader making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. Because if that's not you, you better be asking questions while you got access to me. How do I use Bookmap? Good, we're getting somewhere. So essentially, I am looking at, again, it's not, the MacBook version is not as clear cut. It looks not as good. Or maybe it's because I have it smaller. Let's see. Okay. So essentially, I would just use a key level, like say this 29,425 was, let's say, pre-market high, right? Price breaks above it, it comes back down to it. I want reason behind why a level is key to me, right? Because we can have a demand, we can have a supply, we can have whatever level in the market, but it holds no weight and it's not important unless there is orders there, right? Because we can have a demand zone, but if there's no orders there, then the demand's not going to hold. Or if we can have a supply zone, and if there's no sell orders there, it's not going to hold, right? So we get our key levels by us doing the technical analysis, but Bookmap is giving us the reason and the why behind why we should take the trade, you know? And we know visually just by looking at the orders, right? So, like, why we took that short earlier, I have no idea where it was. Probably not gonna be able to find it on here. It's like way too laggy on this. Was it here? No. Anyways, let's just imagine, like, supply was here. Okay? We go up into it, we start to see all the sell orders. That's giving us the reason or the why on why we should actually take the trade. We have a previously marked level. We can see that sellers are present. We come up into it, we reject it, price is not able to get above it. This is giving us confirmation. Does that make sense? Hopefully. But yeah, like I said, the book map is showing us, is there orders at our level? And yeah, if you search up BrandonTrades book map, I'll pop right up. Tons of videos. I also work on their back end team, so like I have a lot of experience with Bookmap and explaining how to use it. How do you get the mindset to use a B setup when the A setup isn't there? If you take a B setup, you just use lower size. That's all it is. That's all you gotta do. Lower size. Use Tradeify to trade. Do you need to use extra tools to trade? You don't need the extra tools. The only extra tool I suggest to people is Bookmap, or if you don't want to use Bookmap, then some kind of order flow platform, just because again it's giving you that deeper read into the market. So is it essential to make money trading? No. I went years without using it, was making money trading. Or there's people like J Dunn, GD, Grizzly, etc., who don't use it. So yeah, it's I prefer it. It's not needed. Let's see. Jada and Gene are funny. Let's see. GC. GC literally did nothing besides that pump up. That was it. But cool. I think I am going to call it here. everybody, and get ready for bed. It's almost 10 o'clock. I gotta wake up early, so yeah. Hopefully you guys were able to make money. Again, if you guys ever need prop accounts, Apex, Take Profit Trader, Tradeify, and Lucid, you can use code Brandon in all caps. Again, code Brandon, BRANDON. Everybody have a blessed rest of your night. And I will talk to everybody bright and early tomorrow morning. Again, I'll be live probably around like 7:15, 7:30 a.m. EST if you guys want to tap it. So